Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy BG here. I'm coming at you guys with another quick video. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Um Basically last week I ended up taking an entry on CADJPY and we ended up making a little over $3,000 just off of one trade using this pair. So this goes to show that guys, patience is really key when it comes to trading. But basically what happened last week, what I was looking at is basically we seen that we had a big gap down in price. Now I had a good idea that price was going to be coming down, a good bit last week and most likely this week as well, just because of the fact that, man, the coronavirus has been, wild lately. We had a lot of stuff in the news, and that pretty much made my JPY bias to be completely bearish throughout the week. So, I'm gonna draw this zone out. This is a consolidation, basically the period where the market kind of slowed down and just continued to bounce back and forth. So this is where I actually entered, somewhere within this zone. I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, and basically when I was looking at the pair, none of this happened yet. So this breakout did not happen yet, but you can see that we could draw some support here, and we could also draw a nice little resistance level. And we can see that price really struggled to break between these lows. But if we look in the past, we can see that the overall trend of the pair on the 1 hour time frame is down. So we could draw out these little key levels here. We can see that price rejected off our top zone, ended up coming down nearly 300 pips. Eventually shows more rejection right here. We can see we have a double wick at the bottom. And we can see that the price repeatedly comes down to touch this level here. So I'll just draw out every area where price touched and ended up rejecting. So I noticed that we had a lot of rejection throughout the zone here. So being that the overall trend for CAD and really all the JPY pairs were bearish, that made me want to look for sells at the top of this zone here. Okay, so basically I was looking for a touch of the top of this zone, and that would have been my selling area. So one thing I'll do real quick is I'm gonna put my moving averages on the chart, and you can see that price is below our 200 moving average. Now when price is below our 200 moving average, that means that most likely the market is going to give us more opportunities for sales. Okay, could also throw a RSI on here. This is the indicator that shows basically if price is overbought or oversold, but that's not really showing us too much right now. So I'm going to go to the lower time frame, and basically this is where I entered. I entered right here on around this level on our 50 moving average, and I'm going to show you guys why I actually entered it. So basically my 1 hour view was that I was going to look to sell off of this zone, but I wanted to go to the lower time frames such as the 15 minute or the 5 minute, so I can actually snipe a more precise entry using this method. So you can see if we zoom closer in, to the 5 minute time frame, we can see that this zone had, a lot of good movement in it. So I was looking at the market, I seen the rejection, and I noticed these double tops. Okay, I seen a third top, and that kind of caught my attention. I was like, okay, if price comes up to the zone again, I'm gonna look to sell. So price came up to the zone. However, I wanted to see more confirmation to actually trigger me into this trade. So we had price approach for this fourth touch, and this was my opportunity to actually look to enter for a sell, especially being our overall bias was bearish and price was trending in a consolidation. So as you can see, we had a nice little head and shoulders pattern. Okay, now for those who don't know what a head and shoulders pattern is, a head and shoulders pattern is basically a candlestick pattern that shows slowdown of market movement. So let me go to my chalkboard here, and I'll show you guys basically what I mean by that. So here we go. Basically, if you're looking at an uptrending market, okay, let's just say the market is trending. It's usually making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Now, eventually, when the market comes to stop a trend, it'll make that final higher high, it'll come down, and it'll make a lower low from this high, and then we get a nice reversal. Now, typically, maybe not every time, we'll see actually that the market makes a head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so this will be your left shoulder, this will be your head, and this will be your right shoulder. So this is your head and shoulders pattern. So you can either enter on the right shoulder to catch the downward move, or you can wait for a pullback to the little support resistance level and then enter there. Okay, and that's what I actually did in these circumstances on CADJPY. So I noticed we had our head and shoulders pattern, and I noticed the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern was actually some nice support resistance zone, kind of within this consolidation. So I waited for the breakout. I seen we had a nice little wick up to the top here, but I actually missed that because that happened, in a very short um, frame of time. So price ended up coming down to this next resistance level and eventually bouncing off. Now, once I seen this bounce and I seen the breakout of our moving averages, I knew we were gonna have another touch. So what I did was I took my Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. Okay, from the top to the bottom. And basically what this Fibonacci allowed me to do is it allowed me to kind of see where my entry would be at. Now, what I like to do is I like to draw this area. Okay, let me go ahead and change my settings. Let's make this purple. No, let's make it gold or yellow. Okay, I like to draw this zone here between my 786 and my 618. And this was where I was looking to enter. This would have been my entry zone because it's obvious that, this was previous support resistance. So I ended up entering here for a short. And my stop loss was at our 886 level, or a little bit below our 886 Fibonacci line. And it was also above the shoulders on our head and shoulders pattern. And then I took take profit to making a nice little 1 to 3 trade. Let me get that to 3. I cannot get it to 3. Alright, so 1 to 3.01. So overall, this was a pretty nice trade. All we had to do here was identify that there was consolidation on an overall downtrend, and we were looking to catch a continuation of this downward move. Now, so far we can see that price ended up breaking out the level. It did not hold. It actually came back through. So price is currently trading once again in our consolidation. So for me, my bias on the JPY pairs is still bearish. Like I said, coronavirus is very hectic right now. But overall, this was our trade for the week, man. Nice little 1 to 3 trade. If you would have risked 2% in your account, you would have actually gained 6% just off of one trade. So me personally, I like to focus on anywhere from 10 to 15% a month. Just by sustaining that, you could get some pretty very good long-term growth here from trading the method that I like to teach. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. But one thing I do want to say, if you're interested in getting my full education, if you want to learn everything I know about Forex, I'm the owner of BGFX Trading Academy. So what you could do is you can hit that link in my bio, go check out the full education. There's tons of things you can learn for free on YouTube. There's tons of things you can learn for free on Instagram. There's so many things you can learn for free when it comes to trading Forex. But having a personal mentor to walk you through everything is invaluable. It's literally priceless because you're able to learn from someone else's experiences rather than going through those experiences on your own. Because a lot of times when it comes to going through those experiences, when trading Forex, it involves losing a lot of money. So, mentors is something you should definitely choose wisely. Make sure your mentor knows what they're talking about. But yeah, guys, I'm willing to teach y'all My course currently has about 15 hours of content. I've been adding new videos to it every weekend. And once you're in the academy, you get access to these videos for a lifetime, and you also get free education from me from a lifetime. So, like, you could ask any one of my students. I constantly put out new content, and I work with them to make sure that they get the education they need to be successful from trading. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little free educational content video. That's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.